We're headed to Dinosaur Monument in Utah. The problems are, number one, it's Memorial Day weekend. Number two, the campground we're going to is a first come, first serve, so we're fixing to drive 6.5 hours and we don't even know if we're gonna get a spot. So we are in a rush. Y'all hop in, come go with us. We made it to Dinosaur Monument. Now we're headed down to Echo Park, the campground. If we can't find a spot, we've got another plan, and then we have a plan C and a plan D. Worst case scenario is sleep in the truck, but hopefully it won't come to that. Hopefully at least got one spot still remaining for us. Anyway, we'll see how it goes.
Pop-up camper, imagine that.
Here's a moment of truth. Well, we found a spot, which is good. Not the spot I wanted, but at least we're not sleeping in the truck. So here it is for the next 4 days. All right, after further review, we decided to change sites. Now we're at a little bit closer to the truck because there are a lot of bear sightings here and I want to be able to get to the truck. All right, we got a couple hours for dark. We're gonna get set up. Okay, camp set up. Well, for now, you know how that goes. My gosh, we bring a lot of crap with us. Anyway, let me show you around. Because somebody can't use a vault toilet. And that's about it. So the river, the Yampa River that is, flows right around that big old rock right there. And so we're gonna ride down there and we're gonna do some catfishing tomorrow. I think you're really gonna like that. Other than that, I think I'm gonna sit down and rest for a few minutes. It's about 50 degrees. It was supposed to be 70 today, but it's a little bit cooler over here. I think I'm gonna relax. Yeah, I deserve it. So let me show you something that sucks worse than anything else in the world. This happened as soon as we got here. And I've been real careful not to make this happen, but it happened anyway. Look at this. That is a result of being in too big a hurry and closing your tailgate. I'm sure you've done it, or you've heard of somebody that done it and call them a dumb butt. Well, I'm the dumb butt today. Yeah, that's an Abu Garcia too. That's what hurts the worst. I think it'll still catch a fish. Man, this place is beautiful. If I didn't tell you already, this is Echo Park Campground. It's way back up in here, right here at a Dinosaur Monument. This is on the Colorado side. I mean, the Colorado line is not but just, you know, half mile that way, but you gotta go through Utah to get to it. I came up this way about 5 years ago. Me and some buddies went up and did some elk hunting up in this area. A guy by the last name of Chew had some property up here, and we were friends of a friend who gave us a heck of a deal on an elk hunt. And hard hunting, but we got him. Experience of a lifetime. to say the least, and I'll never forget it. And the owner of the property took me down here to show me this park and the beauty and majesticness of it. And so I thought I'd bring you along and show you the same thing. I mean, look at these walls. So tomorrow we're gonna go down, we're gonna probably do a little bit of fishing. There's some caves up here we can go into. There's an old homestead his actual great-grandparents had. I mean, just a phenomenal place. Other than that, I'm just gonna sit and relax and enjoy this nice cold evening. I'll see y'all in the morning. We'll have coffee. Good morning, it's Friday, and I'm making coffee in the tent because it's in the low 30s outside. The closest town was Dinosaur, Colorado, and the weather said it was supposed to not get below 40, but man, it's a long way away, and in here it's very cold. Had the heater running most of the night when it stayed on, and I'm just telling you, it's cold. I didn't bring near enough blankets with me. I'm gonna get this coffee rolling, and I'll get back with you with some old man thoughts. Whew, that's hot. What do you think about these new camping cups? Her brother and sister-in-law got those for us for Christmas, and I think they're almost like a work of art. Got little carabiners for handles. I think it's pretty cool. I don't know where they got them from, but looks like they're homemade. Dang, that's hot. Plans might have changed a little bit today. I think we're gonna, being as cold as it is, we're gonna get in the truck. We're gonna go up on the mesa. That's how they pronounce it, is mesa. We're gonna go up there, and they've got a lot of overlooks and things, and I wanted to show her where I went hunting a few years ago. The biggest town with any kind of Walmart is way into Utah. It's about 2 hours away. We may end up going there just because I'm gonna run out of propane bottles if it stays this cold. And that's the whole deal. You can do all your research in the world, but you still can't pack for everything. My God, we brought a lot of crap, but still weren't prepared for the extreme cold. You know, at least I brought a heater, which I almost didn't, thank goodness. And to be honest with you, tent camping to me is kind of like this. It's like striving to be an Olympic swimmer, but yet never even been in the water. That didn't make sense, did it? Like being an Olympic swimmer, but only ever swimming in your own swimming pool. Or a professional boxer, but only shadow boxing. That's kind of how I am with tent camping. Did it 100 years ago. Just not set up for it. Body's not able to do it. It's a lot harder than putting on the camper and having all those luxuries, that's for sure. I'll tell you something else that's a lot different. That's that when you do this kind of stuff down in Texas, oh, it's easier, I guess. You ain't got to take this much stuff for all extreme different types of weather. I mean, it's going to be hot. So, you know, you take you a battery-powered fan, pretty much it. And the biggest worry you have is if your ice is going to make it through the weekend. You lay there with the tent unzipped all night long, a little fan going, and you're waking up because you're sweating. So it's a whole lot different animal up here in this higher altitudes. And it's something I really don't hope to ever become an expert at. I would just figure Memorial Day weekend, in all my experience, mosquitoes, heat, June bugs are just now fixing to start coming out, crickets, bullfrogs, the whole 9 yards, the whole camping in the desert type thing. But we're gonna finish this coffee, and we're gonna probably get in the truck and head up and go see some real pretty sights, and then maybe by early afternoon we'll be back, and it might be heated up enough to where we want to go for a bike ride. Other than that, come enjoy the sights with me. I tell you, they're amazing. Wow, that pretty much made the trip right there. Man, apparently that's one of the largest collections of dinosaur bones in America. I guess a big old river just came through and worked all the bones down to one area. Yeah, it was pretty awesome. Anyway, moving on down the road. Man, this place is awesome. This whole area is. You got the mountains plus the desert. We're gonna go up here and look at some of this petroglyphs. Did that look like an alien to you? Looked like an alien to me. The vastness of that is just almost incomprehensible. Truly amazing. I'll show you something pretty cool. This is not on the maps, and I'm not going to tell you where it is because the landowner showed me a few years ago where this was at, and this is just truly amazing. This is right on the ground. I wouldn't begin to even think of how old them footprints are right there that somebody just traced out their feet. I can tell you right now, this is amazing. Very cool. When I was here a few years ago, I took a lot of pictures and just didn't do it justice, and I'm sure this video won't either. I'll try to zoom in and I'll try to enhance it, whatever, but you still ain't gonna get the full fledge of what this looks like unless you visit yourself. This is truly amazing country for sure. I think we're gonna head back down to the base and get something to eat for lunch and get on those bikes. I'll see you down there. They call this Whispering Cave. I don't think you can hear it on here, but it does have a wind blowing through here with a nice little whisper. It looks like that rock Can fall at any time. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Well, that's pretty cool. 1,000 years ago, Fremont people did those. Yeah, it was pretty neat. You got to come see them before they wear away. They ain't gonna be here forever. Wow, we're gonna continue on. You imagine living in that? From what I understand, his old great uncle lived in this. Must have been a bachelor. There's no way a woman would live in this. At least not her. That was a sheep herder wagon. That's where they went out, herds of sheep, stayed for 2 or 3 months at a time and slept in here and kept the sheep. You know, I'm close to my family, but I ain't that close. Can you imagine every morning waking up and coming out the door and seeing this right here? These people here have never worried about apartment living and upstairs neighbors being too loud or dogs barking all night or anything like that. I could live here.
You can't go up right behind you? Keep going. Keep going up. You're going nowhere. Your camera's gonna be nothing but me laughing.
That's a lot tougher than what you think. All because you think you can do it doesn't mean you can, or you should. All right, here's the dilemma. We got rain coming in tonight, and it's going to be raining all day tomorrow, all the way to about 8 or 9 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, or tomorrow night. You've seen the roads. This place is so remote that we will be here for a while until it dries back out. If it rains too much, the river's going to rise. It's already high. It's already flowing too fast to really do good fishing. So I am at an impasse. If we pack up tonight, it's 4:30 right now. We still got about 5 hours of daylight. Try to salvage something out of this weekend. I just don't know. I sure don't want to go sit back in the apartment all for the rest of the weekend.
Why don't Sunday, since you got your fishing lessons, go down to the South Platte River and you can do some fishing and you can hang out and read my book and just relax and if I want to hike or whatever.
That sounds great if it wasn't for Memorial Day weekend and that river's gonna be full.
It doesn't matter what I come up with, you're gonna just do that. So you need to figure out whether you want to go or not. Because here's the deal. I don't want to be packing up dark. I would rather go ahead and pack up now because I've already got the tent halfway ready for rain tomorrow, so it means it's close to being packed.
Well, I don't want to go back to the city. That's the problem.
I don't either.
I was thinking maybe just have a 2-day road trip going down through Utah. I don't know. Then that's hotels and fuel.
And food.
And food. Well, we got food.
We have some food. Are we going to cook with the BioLite outside of the hotel door or in the parking lot?
I did that once. I was in Tennessee on a low budget trip and we cooked right outside the motel room. We got some funny looks, but it was good. I don't know. What would y'all do in this situation? Ruin your weekend that you've been planning for 5 years?
It is. I'll say, even though you said it is supposed to rain tomorrow, it is a 70% chance. We're not talking like 20, we're talking 70%.
I read where it was 80. So, and it's starting early, or starting tonight, not finishing tomorrow night. But then trying to climb them dirt roads going out of here, we may not get out of here till Monday or Tuesday. It's just too dangerous. I mean, you can slide right off them roads and die easy. I don't know. We're both at 70% to go. Didn't get any sleep last night. Really wanting to just chill, but I really don't want to chill all day tomorrow in the tent with it raining. That's not what we come up here for. A lot of people's already packed up and left out of this campground. All right, we're going. That's the look of disappointment.
I mean, we have to make a decision. And
well, I just made the decision.
I'm 70, 70-30 on. I mean, it's not disappointment. It's just, thank goodness we made a decision. I hate that we're leaving because this is beautiful. And I'm
look
so
at this.
happy. But I'm like you, I don't want to sit in a 10 by
It's
10.
an 8 by 8.
I'm sorry, 8 by 8.
If it was 10 by 10, it'd be a different story.
Tent all day tomorrow.
It's just really hard to leave this right here.
It's not only because it's going to rain tomorrow, but then that puts it muddy on Sunday, and we won't be able to really do much anyway.
All right. I guess we're going to go on into Vernal and find a Comfort Inn or a Econo Lodge for $39 a night. That'll show us.
I'm sorry, sir, but Econo Lodge?
Well, it is Vernal, Utah, so maybe the best we get. Either that or Motor Inn.
Ooh, yeah. I'm going to sleep in that truck if we have to stop at a Motor Inn.
All right, we're going to get busy living. All right, here's the deal. We can already see the storm clouds coming in over the mountain. If we were in the camper, might be a possibility we'd have stayed.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But this is all coming from experience, and I don't care how good your tent is, your stuff is not going to stay dry through a rainstorm. especially if it rains all day long. I ain't talking about just the bottom, I'm talking about the sides, the sweating of it. It happens. And so we didn't want to sit there and act like the Soggy Bottom Boys 2 days, hanging our clothes and stuff out in blankets when the rain finally did stop. We've been there and done that all the way down in the desert in Talingua for 10 days in a typhoon or whatever you want to call it.
It's a whole nother video.
So anyway, we're gonna head to Vernal and see if we can find a room and get us a shower. It's Saturday morning. I can tell you right now, I'm sure I'm glad we kind of left last night. It was, you know, that summer showers ain't that bad, but I watched the radar and stuff. They even had snow up there where we were at. It was gonna be in the low 30s again with some major storms coming through, and it's gonna be raining there all day long. So it's one thing to be wet, but cold and wet, that's just miserable. We stayed here at a little town outside of Vernal, Utah, in Comfort Inn. Got 200 bonus points for booking on a holiday weekend, but we had to pay a crap ton more money when they get you coming and going. I was looking on the Google last night at places to go, and I think we're gonna head down through Utah to Moab, and we're gonna see how busy the Arches National Park is. Don't know how much hiking we're gonna do, but maybe go through there and scope it out for a future adventure. I don't know, I've got a lot of those places marked on my maps right now to go to, but we're gonna go check it out, and it may end up being a great time. Who knows? Y'all come go with us. It's only Saturday.